This channel is for adults and not for kids. Hey guys, thanks for stopping back by. Tonight I've got something that's been 46 years in the making. Jesus. This is my original ROM, the Spaceknight, which came out from Parker Brothers in 1979. I got this along with the Kenner Big Chap Alien for Christmas of 1979. This ROM is 46 years old, damn near 50 years old, and it's still an amazing toy. I have always been a huge ROM the Spaceknight fan, and I will link my video down below for this guy. He has a whole video that I did about him, and I will link it down below. So 46 years later, after this guy, damn near half a century, they released a Marvel Legends ROM. And I'm super excited. This goes right alongside them making that new version of Crystar. This goes right alongside with him, as in, I never in a million years thought they would make this figure. Yeah, Crystar, the Crystal Warrior, never would have saw that one coming, and never in a million years would I think that they would have enough brains and balls to release a ROM the Spaceknight. But here we are, and I'm super glad they did. He looks just like the way ROM looked in the Marvel comics. ROM is really a cyborg, much like RoboCop. He's got, I believe he's got some of his guts still on the inside, but definitely he has his brain on the inside of this robot body. His planet was being attacked by the dire wraiths, and so he sacrificed himself kind of along the same lines as what Norrin Rad did in becoming the Silver Surfer. He sacrificed himself to save the ones he loves. And in doing so, just like the Silver Surfer, ROM is now this beautiful silver robot looking warrior that fights these monster aliens called the dire wraiths. Look at that little jetpack. Let's see. Let's do a jetpack comparison. Some people, you know, their big running joke is that ROM has like a toaster head. I like the shape of his head, being square like that. I think it's very cool. It's very much a product of its time. It looks very late 1970s. And I love that. This ROM has a lot of really nice articulation too. Like he moves in a lot of really cool ways. He's got double jointed arms. Look at that. Double jointed elbows. His neutralizer, they don't even list the names of his weapons. You have to be a ROM geek to know what these are called. But this is his neutralizer. This is his analyzer. Hey Hasbro, you're welcome. Anyway, his neutralizer comes with this cool blast effect to look like he's zapping the shit out of some dire wraiths. Oops. You got to have some 1970s electronic music playing in the background when you're looking at ROM. It's in the nerd handbook. Look at that. So if I were, if you were to ask me 5 years ago, you think they would make a dire wraith figure? I would have said abso-fucking-lutely not. But seeing how they've made Crystar and now they've made ROM, I don't know. They might. And that would be awesome if they made a monster, an enemy for ROM to fight, one of the dire wraiths. But in the meantime, if you want somebody for ROM to fight, something that could stand in for the dire wraiths, if you have those Wildcats action figures, the demons, they look kind of dire wraith-ish. You could use those, or you could use one of the brood. And, she could stand in for one of the dire wraiths. Kind of works. This is the brood queen. Whoops. And that's ROM falling down. Now, let's see. What did I want to tell you guys? Like I said, this figure is like 50. I mean, this property, ROM, is like 46 years old. Damn near 50 years old. And I'm not going to wait another 50. So I bought another one. So I've got two of him. I'm going to open this one up also. I think I'm going to put this one on my desk at work. But yeah, I've got two of him. And, like I said, ROM stuff is few and far between. Half a century separates these two toys. So the only other ROM toy that came out was this little like 3 3/4 inch ROM that came out in a box set from Hasbro. They had like little tiny Micronauts. They had somebody from Mask, somebody from G.I. Joe, they had ROM. It was like a big box set of all their properties, and ROM was included in that. But it's the size of an O-ring G.I. Joe figure, a real American hero figure, and I'm not really interested in that. So I'm glad that they made this one. This is, like a 6-inch figure. He's pretty damn tall though. He's taller than most of your Marvel Legends. Let's see if I have a Marvel Legend figure close by to show you guys. Yeah, this will do. This is a custom that I'm working on, but she's the normal height of Marvel Legends. That's pretty substantial, pretty tall. But ROM was always a big boy in the comics. He's supposed to look like that. Like, he's almost the size of Colossus when he goes up against the X-Men. That was a cool comic. But yeah, he's like damn near the size of Colossus. Another big silver guy. But he comes with everything you see here. He comes with 2 fists. Well, he's got a right-handed fist. He's got a left hand for holding items. And then he's got that left sort of open palm with his like silvery little digits. It looks like a flipper. It's like his hands are made out of the T1000 liquid metal. They can form into like fingers when it's needed. And he comes with this stupid little comic book, which is issue 1 of ROM, which I do have. I think I have the first 10 issues of ROM, all bagged and boarded in a box. But this is stupid. Instead of giving us a Build-A-Figure piece, they give us this bullshit now, and they charge us way more. Hasbro's out of control with their prices now. Their figures are like $30 a piece, and they don't give you anything extra. But I don't want to end this on a negative note. I'm super fucking happy. Never did I ever think this day would come. I'm serious, guys. I thought this was going to be the one and only ROM ever. I thought maybe I would make it custom eventually, but yeah, I am super happy with this ROM the Spaceknight that they made. Let me know if you guys are a fan of ROM, if you guys read the Marvel comic the way I did. It was really nicely written and really good artwork. It's a fun read. The comic book lasted way longer than the toy. And if Marvel is so desperate for movie ideas, ROM would be a great movie. Although, the way that the MCU is all fucked up now, ROM would come back as a chick. But if they did it justice, ROM would make a hell of a movie. If you could see him become ROM, like an origin story, see him sacrifice himself, see him go up against the dire wraiths. I like the way they do his little eyes to look like sparks of light. His little jetpack. And it's a nice silver too. It's not that swirly sort of paint that they put on stuff. I hate that swirly bullshit where it's all foggy and swirly looking. This is not that. This is like a nice looking silver. Anyway, I'm rambling now because I'm super happy. This made my Easter. The Easter Bunny delivered ROM the Spaceknight. All right, my friends, I hope you're doing well. ROM, you can buy him from Big Bad Tariff Store. They have him up for order. You can get him from Amazon. GameStop had him like 2 weeks ago, but I had mine on order already, so I didn't go get him. But he is available at GameStop. So yeah, he is out there now. Don't sleep on him or you're going to have to wait another 50 years. All right, my friends, take it easy. And as always, happy Halloween.